All leaders, professionals, always alert to the trigger events happening outside. They anticipate, they project what could be the repercussions of those trigger events. They could be positive, they can be negative, where you are. Something happened very unusual on Friday. President of China, President Xi, announced that there will be a process-based that exporters of rare earths and other materials, other items that goes into the economies in auto industry, defense industry, semiconductor industry, chemical industry, pharmaceutical industry. All Chinese exporters will have to take a license, get a permission, what can be exported to the United States, at what pace it can be exported. We have known earlier that any restrictions of those, even in minor quantities, can stop an industry, stop a company, and stop an economy. That has been declared. We all know that they have a process. They have an organization unit that is doing specifics. Yesterday, I got from my clients the specific number of products like 30322B, item A, equipment with exact numbers. Detailed work has been done by their Department of Commerce or whatever the equivalent is. And that will go into act around middle of November, and it will start in December. This is real. That a country can now interfere in the flow of commerce of the world's largest economy by critical industries. China has already demonstrated when they stop shipping magnets. Now this list is broader, wider, detailed. It will be available in December. As a result of that, President Trump put 100% more tariffs on the Chinese exports, and also said that President Xi has been lying in weeds. These are facts. These are two individuals driving the destiny of economies of both nations. These are suppliers, customers that come into the crossfire, have to be prepared. Prepared now. Predict, prepare. This is not the time for commiseration. This is the time to see where you can have opportunity. And this is the time to see how to protect. This is the time you have a war room. Here you predict. Here you look at what are the risks, what are the opportunities. Those who have the high debt, like 5-to-1 ratio in debt to EBITDA, they're going to be really rethinking, should it be? Those who are going to be affected in those industries, they have to see what collaboration they need to do with Washington to protect the adverse effects that are going to be going after. Are there alternate ways to go those things? Where are they? From whom are they? What does it mean? Here, collaboration of industries across the democratic countries will become essential. United States, Europe, Israel, Japan, South Korea, Australia, and Canada, and Mexico, and possibly Vietnam. They have to see how we're going to cope together with that effect. But that's defensive. Now what we see the Trump administration going to do to play the game so that the both countries come to a negotiating table and not let this war go further up. But it could, let me repeat, it could. It's likely to be, because the goals of the two players are directly opposite. suggestion. Pay attention, look at the trigger. You can read the history where these triggers have come and the companies have ignored it. Idea, I now know that in chemical industry, the way Chinese exports are happening, that is forcing large companies to close their plants in Europe. It is real. In some companies in chemical area, their stock prices have been cut in half. This is real. So this is protectionism, protectionist of our own industry. It is old days of ideology. Protectionism is bad. Ideology is right, but the timing here is that protecting your assets, protecting your industry is a must. And we have to find ways how this happens. At the same time, John Molinar, the Select Committee for Competition in China, has announced, please note the phrase, America and China are at war. I'd like all of you to be aware, this is war. China's assisting Russia, America assisting Ukraine, both are providing financial, military, and political help. They are at war, you can't ignore it. Come to terms. This is a war, but yet public does not feel it. It will. Do your planning, capital allocation, keep your eyes on the trigger events. I am not saying whether I'm pessimistic or optimistic. I just gave you some facts. It's time for each company, CEOs, boards, need to reflect what I mentioned to you. Is it true? Find out and see what you need to do. Thank you. Next time we will see how this story, this real war is emerging.